Hey everybody, welcome to episode 7 of Let's Play Kerbal Space Program First Contract. This is part 2 of a Let's Play in progress for 0.24. I had originally recorded this as a single session, but there was just no way to edit it down and keep all the good content to under 30 minutes. So I cut the video in half and spanned it over 2 episodes. So here we are as we continue our landing and mission in progress on Minmas. Thanks again for watching. We have gobs and gobs and gobs and gobs and gobs of fuel, so we're just going to do a whole bunch of landings on here. And repeat experiments and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Alright. Landing spot number 2. Heading up. Heading west. Right here we'll plan our braking maneuver. Of 19 seconds it says. Okay, so now let's get ourselves set for that maneuver. 19 seconds, right about there. And we're going to coast over in time work. I will see you guys when we get to our burn. At T-minus 19, we'll fire up the thrusters. Kick them on, and we'll see about landing down here. Okay, once again, IVA, get ourselves focused on the right instruments here. You can see the light as it comes in through the window, which is pretty cool. There's the window up there looking at space. Oh yes, forgot to switch over to surface mode. Beep beep. Need to be in surface mode for this to work. Alright, let's kick up the engines here. We're coming down awfully fast right now. Looks like 300 and we're down about 7.5. $200 down at 7.5. Here's a view as we come on down here. Okay, that's more like it. Down at 2.7. Coming in for a nice soft touchdown. Easy peasy touchdown on Minmas. On this plateau. Can't remember if this was the lowlands or the midlands, but and there we have it. Touchdown, engines off. Okay, the 0 key. Send that info back. Got another mystery goo observation, which we will keep and recover with us. And it is time for another EVA. With another surface sample. Another flag planting. Jeb was here too. Second landing in the same mission. EVA report, keep that data. Take a surface sample, keep that data. Jetpacks. Let's get ourselves back into the old ship. Okay. Well, if we head that way, which is west by northwest, then we'll get some more stuff. All right. So, about like that. Something like that, maybe? Yeah, that looks about right. Let's go ahead and land in this little lake right here. Or something. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15... Don't need that anymore, doesn't help us. Alright. Okay, we're at 700 meters coming down. 650, 600, 550. That's more like it. We let ourselves fall a little bit once again. We are now down at 5-ish, 5 meters per second. 120 meters. Just make sure I face this marker exactly because that's the most efficient way to apply my thrust. Looks like 50 meters down at 6 is a little fast for my taste. Bring that down to a more controllable 3 meters per second or so. And an extremely soft touchdown on Minmas once again. Grab our science experiments here while we're at it. And then we can get our EVA going. Jeb was here 3. So if I put down some info, I can say that goo and materials not collected. Because I don't have any more of those. Grab another surface sample and another EVA report. Whoa, I jumped. Turn the rocket packs on. Back into the pod with you. Okay, I think I want to hop on top of this mountain. So I'm going to go due west. Alright. 30 seconds away from another landing on Minmas. We have so much fuel left. I can go everywhere. Should see about getting to one of the poles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, this one I'm going. That's pretty uneven territory here up here. I'm going to want to do this from in the cockpit so I have radar. Okay, looks like we are at 150 feet down at 5.5 or so. Make sure I'm facing the right direction. 100 feet down at 5. Feet. 100 meters. Everything's in meters here. 50 meters down at 2. I like 2. 2 is a good number. 2.5 will work. Just waiting to cut off the engines when that vertical speed indicates 0. Boop. Just like that. Whoa. SAS, you can be off. There we go. That was a little of a bumpy landing. A little bit of uneven, crazy landing. But we're here. We're safe. And as long as we can keep on transmitting back our data, we'll keep getting some. All right. Jeb, you know what to do. Let go. 4. Oops. Take a surface sample. Get an EVA report. And back in the pod you go. Oops. Whoa. 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 Ah! Rockets on. Rockets up. Rockets left. Rockets right. Okay. Come on, Rocket Man. Get in there. All right. I don't even know where that was. Was that the Highlands? I'm going to go review my data. Review data. We can... The slopes, the Great Flats, the lowlands, the lesser flats, and slopes. All right. Let's see if we can't land near that pole. So we need to go straight north. Whoa, whoa. Let's not point towards the ground. Towards the ground is bad. Okay, and we are here angling for a landing on the pole, or near the pole. Hopefully near enough to the pole to be considered the pole. And we're stopping. Don't need you. Let's flip over to surface mode. Alright, 200 down at 10. Just let our craft settle, and, hey, one of Minmas, report from Minmas's poles. Excellent. 5. Need goo and, materials. Grab a surface sample and an EVA report. And I think that is pretty good for Minmas. Now we get to do a polar deorbiting. Wouldn't that be fun? All right. Even though we're in a pretty funny orbit, getting off of Minmas and returning back to Kerbin is still pretty much the same. We're heading around this way. So I'm going to add a maneuver about here. It's going to be an escape velocity maneuver. Once we get that periapsis out there, we'll start just adding velocity until that periapsis gets down to where I want it. Okay, that's a collision. We'll go with that and do a little fix out here when we get there. Yep. Okay, now I gotta find that maneuver node. It's probably somewhere around here. There it is. Okay, we are at T minus 25. We'll go ahead and burn full throttle at T minus 9 to get us up and away from Minmas. We still have lots of fuel left, so we'll just get rid of all this extra fuel when we get to the right place. 9 seconds. Here we go. And this is to say goodbye to Minmas. After having gained gobs and gobs of science from landing in a whole bunch of different places. All right. Our next chat will come when we hit Minmas Escape. Okay, as you can see by our orbit, we have just gotten out of Minmas Escape. There's Minmas over there. Bye, Minmas. And we're going to do just a little bit of correction burn to fix our... Actually, the first thing we're going to do... No, we're going to do a correction burn. We're going to do 2 correction burns. First correction burn is going to be... Where are we on our orbit? I guess it doesn't really matter. We have so much fuel. The first correction burn is going to be retrograde. So I have on me still these 3 fuel cans that are going to be dead weight here. We're going to get rid of them completely. But first, I need to basically plot a crash course for them. Why is that increasing my periapsis? Oh, surface orbit. Gotta be in the right mode to control your ship, guy. Alright, here we go. So we're just going to bring this periapsis down to 0, essentially. And that will crash those canisters into the surface. Unceremoniously. That should be good. And now we can face prograde. Like so. Double check my staging is good. Yep. And yep. Yep. Alright. Get rid of those fuel tanks. And back to the map, where I will apply a little bit of thrust to get us a reasonable re-entry. This thing's finicky. Alright. Now we face directly north. Get out of our map. We can now see that, we have debris headed off in various directions, but we're going to not worry about those. We are going to let gravity do its work. And get rid of this last stage and activate our parachutes. Okay, our next stop is re-entry. There's our planet. We'll just start time warping in. All right, here we are at atmospheric encounter. I didn't look. Oh, it looks like we're going to be splashing down in the off the shores of Kerbin there, pretty much. And here we are beginning to re-enter the atmosphere from our successful missions. Let's grab some atmospheric scan data while we're here. Okay, we have good drogue chute deployments. So we're headed on down to a nice safe landing, it looks like. It's a nice safe splashdown. Alright, we've crossed 1,000 meters, waiting for our suits to deploy. Any second now. Bingo, there they go. Good chute deployment, and we're heading on down. All right, we're about 50 meters away from above sea level here, just waiting for a splashdown any moment now. And there it is. Stable in the ocean. I would like a pressure data scan while we're here in the water, just for that little bit. Okay, let's recover and see how we did. Yikes. I have to go through all the summary. Crew report from Kerbin's upper atmosphere. Surface sample from Minmas Greater Flats. EVA report from Minmas Great Flats. Surface sample from Minmas Lowlands. EVA report from Minmas Lowlands. Surface sample from Minmas Lesser Flats. EVA report from Minmas Lesser Flats. Surface sample from Minmas Slopes. EVA report from Minmas Slopes. Another surface sample from Minmas Slopes. And another EVA report from Minmas Slopes. Two different slopes. I'm sorry. Those are poles. Materials study from Minmas Great Flats. Mystery goo from Minmas Lowlands. Mystery goo from Minmas Great Flats. Atmospheric pressure scan from Kerbin's water. And recovery of a vessel returned from the surface of Minmas. 1,220.8 science on the vessel, plus all the science I've sent back, gave me 1,674 science. We received some about 7,300 funds. And a little bit of reputation. For completing our Minmas encounter, we now have gobs. Goodness gracious, we have gobs of science. And our fund situation is looking pretty good too. 635,000 funds, 1,674 science. So that is it for this episode. We will be seeing you next time. Until then, keep flying and stay shiny.